Okay, that's it. We should be live. Yeah, I see the clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. I'm back after over a year of no live streams. Um, joined by my good friend, dear friend LJ.
Hello.
If you don't know me, well, this is a new-ish channel for me, but a lot of the people who used to watch me, I think, no longer do watch me. I've got new subscribers now and some old ones. um, I used to do a lot of live streams frequently. That stopped, that changed, but this one, we kind of have a bit of a motivation to do it. Well, more than kind of, I would say. It just felt right to do this live stream. I was introduced to so many people, so many good people on YouTube. Not yourself, but a lot of people through one man. That man was his YouTube channel was Channel Dawnstar, Roger Domain, and very sadly he passed away 3 weeks ago. This live stream should have been done sooner, but we just thought we should do it. It's fitting to do this on YouTube because that's, as I said, that's what brought myself and so many other people together, was him. And so we're doing this to pay our respects to the man. It was a real shock, when I found out. When I found that, when I was given the news by LJ, actually, he called me at midnight. That's when I knew this is, nobody calls me at midnight. I thought, someone's calling me at midnight, it's got to be serious. So we're here right now for the man, Roger.
He was, I do you know what, you say was, but is, the physical side of Roger is gone, but the spirit, the passion for a lot of things and the impact he's left is always going to remain with us. So
yeah, that maintains.
Yeah, he is a great person, and did like myself and Sasha, we met him back 2016, I think is when we met him.
Yes.
And yeah, I never thought I would have met anyone like Roger. He was very exciting. He was always looking at the brighter side of life, even when darker shit occurred. He was always smiling and telling jokes and always trying to get people involved in stuff that he was passionate about. Which is a unique quality in very few people. There's not a lot of people that have that energy and that kind of what's the correct term?
I'm thinking vivaciousness.
Yeah. I think that I don't know what it means, so I'm going to trust your. I don't know that word, but I'm going to take your word for that. It's true. Yeah. And like for me, Roger commented on the first time meeting him. He commented on one of my videos saying that he was a very big 3D lover and appreciator, that he'd had a big collection. And at the time, I said I hadn't met anyone that had any videos or anything on YouTube because I just started collecting. And the reason I started doing my videos is because I thought I wanted to be the guy that kind of gave the reviews, because there's only like one or two people who I saw videos and it was just, this is okay or this is bad. And I was like, that wasn't enough to determine whether or not I should spend money. And then when I started my channel, Roger messaged and said that he was, he had a channel. So I checked it out and his channel was huge. A few thousand subs and that these really big 3D collections. I mean, the guy had hundreds upon hundreds of 3D films that he went into depth talking about. So,
unintended.
It was really good because I was just so used to the, oh, it's good, oh, it's bad. But he was like sitting, and I remember like a lot of his videos. I've got to try and I can't do it properly because I can't do it. But he'd always sit there and he'd be like this, and he'd be like, oh, you know, the 3D was absolutely spectacular. He'd always like lean it against his cheek like, as he spoke.
Yeah.
It was like when you saw him do that, you knew you would get at least a good 20-minute description on how fucking brilliant, or even how bad that 3D film was. And even when he talked about the bad ones, you still really, really loved listening to the fact that he hated it.
He was engaging with the way he would, you know, communicate his thoughts.
Oh, exactly. And when he wasn't talking about 3D films, he was talking about his passion for when he used to make short films, and his love for camera equipment, like the old Super 8s and stuff like that. And also another thing that we have in common is his love for Star Wars, which was incredibly massive. Which, you know, he had that massive scrapbook full of all the old original 77 newspaper clippings and bubblegum wrappers and cinema tickets. So the guy was genuinely like a walking piece of cinema history and knowledge. But when you look beyond that, he was also a guy that when you needed to talk about some serious stuff with, he would still try and make it a bit lighthearted, but
Yeah.
he wouldn't make you feel like he didn't take it serious. Like, he'd let you know that he's definitely listening and that he cares. But he'd also try and lift your spirits because he couldn't handle seeing people sad. It wasn't something he could do.
He had a knack for he brought me up when I was down. He has the ability to pick me up again.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just, even when there was a few live streams, and as you know, the longer you do YouTube stuff, especially live streams, and you meet a lot of people, eventually you're going to get into a few tiffs. It happens. There's a lot of people with different opinions and stuff like that. And if there was ever tiffs or disagreements on a live stream, Roger would be kind of like the only one that's in the middle, was just kind of like, hey, let's not argue. And then he would just try and bring the mood up, and then everyone would kind of stop arguing for a bit, and it would be a lively, happy environment again, because, as I said, he doesn't like people being down. He's kind of like, okay, yeah, life's serious, but, you know, we don't have to always think that way. We can enjoy what we have and not make it so dark. And like I said, it's a refreshing attitude from someone that you've not physically met, but yet you feel like you've known them for such a long time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, what Roger went through 4 years of probably one of the darker times of his life, and he didn't necessarily like act straight away like it was the worst time of his life. He was still making jokes. He was still very lively. He was still trying to make people laugh. He still even wrote movie reviews during that time very actively. So Roger's just one of those personalities that, like I said, it's a rare quality to find in modern time. People's attitude over the past 20 years has changed. Politeness has gone downhill. Respect has gone downhill. So when you come across someone that, you know, that has that original polite manner that, you know, you love and respect, and that you can talk to and not feel like you're wasting your time talking to this person, because, like, it was always a great time to talk to Roger.
No, never a waste of time.
No.
Always look forward to it.
Exactly, yeah. And he was always, like, excited to know what people were doing in their life. Even if it was the most boring of shit for us, he'd be like, oh, so like, what are you doing? And you tell him, and you're like, yeah, it's not much. And he goes, what? That sounds incredible. Tell me more about it. He was always invested in people. And, you know, sometimes you'd sit there and go, why are you so happy? It makes me look like a miserable prick. but you enjoyed it. You know, you always smiling when you spoke to him.
True.
So I think there's a few people that I still talk to since 2016. That, like, out of the group that we have, you yourself are one of them. Brian is one of them. Roger was one of them. And the reason I use "was" in this sentence is not because of his passing. Sadly, like, our group was quite huge. We had a lot of people we spoke to.
Yeah.
And then everyone kind of started to branch out, do their own things, stop the live streams as much as possible, kind of thing. And not because they didn't want to talk, but because everyone had their own stuff kind of going on, kind of realized the constant live streams was a bit too much. So they all kind of calmed down. And then obviously, like I said, Roger had the 4 years of quite a difficult time, but he still tried to find ways to jump in live streams, to still talk to people, you know. But the reason, like I say was because Roger had tried to arrange a talk with me for months. And I think he joined on one of our conversations and said that he would like for us to do an actual live stream and do a talk with him.
Yeah, I remember that was always something.
Yeah.
Ongoing, let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he really wanted, and sadly, I never got the chance to really arrange that with him properly. You know, we didn't talk a lot off of YouTube. Like I said, he'd send me random videos at 3 a.m. here, like maybe whether it's like funny movie clips or reviews of movies from other people. I'd always watch them because it was fun.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I would get all these links to different things.
Yeah. And the thing is, that was his way of kind of checking in on us, because when we click on it, it says that we've seen the message. So if he sees that we've seen it, he knows we're okay. And that was his way of knowing if we're all right. Like, he didn't have to message us and say, hey, how are you? The thing is with me is if I watch something, I tend to, like, you know this, I tend to have an obsession with, like, hearting everything.
Yes.
I don't mean to. You know, whether it's someone sends me a link, whether someone sends me a message, I'm like, heart. It's a force of habit. I don't mean to do it. But I think for Roger, like, whenever I hearted one of the links, he was like, yay, he's okay. He still has Instagram and stuff. That's good. But yeah, I 100% regret not setting up that chat, because me and him, I think he said his words were, we need a good long chat about 3D movies because it had been such a long time since we'd done it. And I was like, well, I don't really collect anymore, and I can't watch it because of my eyes. He's like, yeah, fuck that. We still need to talk about it. I was like, okay, we'll talk about it. You know, so, like, you know, I do. That's why when I say like was, I don't mean because he's not here. I mean because I kind of let him down in the department of not talking as much, and I'm gonna regret that forever. And I think a lot of people will, who didn't message him frequently, or, you know, and even though, you know, you're gonna have people who say stuff like, you know, oh, it's not your fault, you all had your own thing. It's not as easy as that, because as people, we could always do more to check in on people. And yes, sometimes shit in our lives gets really serious, and, you know, we forget, we don't have the time. But it's 5 minutes a day where, you know, or at least once a week where you could just go, hey, how are you? You okay? Good. And even though it doesn't seem like a lot, when you look back, you can kind of say to yourself, well, okay, I didn't go and meet them personally. I didn't talk to them every single day for hours on end, but I once a week at least messaged and said, hey, how are you doing today? You all right? How's your week been? And I think when you can look back on that and feel satisfied, and you can tell yourself, like, okay, we weren't daily talking, but, you know, at least I checked in. You can feel a bit more happy with yourself that you did as much as you could with the shit you got going on in your own life. Me, I tend to have this thing where I don't contact people a lot. I try, I don't. But not because I don't want to, but because I feel like people don't need me to contact them to ask if they're okay. If they want to talk to me, they'll talk to me. And then, yeah, but that's the wrong mindset. So my message I want to give to anyone who does watch this is, don't assume that if you don't message people, they'll know you're okay and you'll know they're okay. And don't just assume that if they want to talk to you, they will. because they might be feeling the exact same way as you and might be waiting on a message from you. And, you know, you'll just both not be messaging each other. And then when stuff like this happens, it's that regret that you don't want to feel. So just once a week is enough to make sure your friends, your family are okay. It doesn't have to be all the time. Just a little is a lot.
Yeah, little goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. You know, because like for the rest of my life, I'm going to feel like shit that I never arranged that talk. But then I can watch all the live streams where me and him had such in-depth conversations about 3D films. And I can watch his videos and I can feel like we're going to have that conversation. Like, I know it sounds really strange. I don't know if you do this with some people or some videos, but I could put some of his 3D reviews on and I could like respond to some of the shit that he's saying in the video. And it would feel like I'm talking to Roger.
Well, yeah, because after you build up that friendship, you know, I would feel like, well, I know his audience. I am one of his audience, so he's talking to me indirectly. But yeah,
so it does feel like, you know, we're you're having that conversation. Which honestly, I know it's not as good as talking to someone properly, but it's better than still not talking. You know. Like my family have this tradition with people that we've lost, which is we don't just kind of go on and not acknowledge that we've lost them. So, for example, we have their photos up at the family house, and every morning my mum will wake up and she'll wave at their pictures and say good morning to both of them, and she does it every day, and she's done it ever since. For my father and my brother. And you know, when I was living there, I would do the same. Whenever I walked past my brother's old bedroom, I'd walk past, I'd wave and he'd go, "Hi, bro."
Hey, Corey.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I said he pretty much almost daily. I was getting emails saying that he had uploaded reviews to Letterboxd. I said, even through the darkest of his times, he was always focusing on his passions. And I mean, that I wouldn't mind, but that always gave me a kind of drive. If I ever watched one of his videos or one of his live streams, he always gave me that energy to watch something I didn't want to watch, or to think about stuff I didn't think I'd need to think about. Like, he had that way about him.
Yeah, he recommended a film to me, and I bought it based on his recommendation. Watched it, absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And Roger said that film basically was his childhood. That was him growing up. And it made me understand Roger's mind more than I did. And his enthusiasm for film. It was really embedded in him deeply.
What film was it? Because people who are watching might want to.
Let me get the name. I'm 20. I'm going to get the dates wrong. 05 2477. It's the release date of Star Wars. So the 5th of the something. No, the 20. I think the 24th of May. So that's but the the US and the UK, they put the month and the dates the other way around. I think it's 05 24 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, if it's not, it's that is. Yeah, I might be wrong about the 24, but I think it might be the 24.
Well, it's just so that people can like check it out and stuff, and then they can kind of also.
I'll grab it.
There you go.
Just to confirm it.
While you're doing that, Roger is the reason I actually watched the Indiana Jones movies. Now, I think Sasha remembers this, but I had never seen them in my life. And I said the reason I'd never seen them in my life is not because I didn't want to watch them. I just never really owned them. And they were never on telly when I was growing up. I never got the chance to see. The only thing I ever saw was like the clip of the guy with the sword and then the bang. That's all I ever saw. And when Roger found this out, he had this look of absolute shock and disdain. And for that man to ever look unhappy wasn't really a thing you saw. And then, yeah, he asked for my address and he wanted to send me something. I had no idea what it was. And when it turned up, it was the Indiana Jones collection. He says, yeah, you need to watch these. And we need reviews and we need your opinions and we need to know how you felt. So it's because of Roger I got to see the Indiana Jones movies. I loved the Indiana Jones movies. I didn't think I would, but I loved them.
I think it was just more shock that he couldn't believe that it took you that long to get around to watching them.
Yeah, he looked so disappointed. He had that elder brother father kind of, oh, I'm so disappointed in you look when I said I hadn't seen them. He was more shocked about that than he was that I hadn't seen Godfather at the time. And he was more insulted about the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
But,
by the way,
yeah.
5/25/77. I was 1 day out. I said 24. This is the film which Roger praised very highly to me. And I think this film is a masterpiece. I loved it, every moment of it. I have Roger to thank for even.
Yeah.
I knew nothing. I didn't know that it existed.
This is the thing. Like, that was the thing that Roger did, whether it was through his talking, through his videos, or even through just his film recommend. And this is the thing that I find quite interesting about people's film recommendations. It does send you a genuine kind of link to the personality of the person you're talking to. Mm-hmm. When they recommend a film that you've not heard or seen and you watch it, you kind of get a glimpse into their brain of who they are. Sometimes it can be quite a fascinating, magical, eye-opening experience. Sometimes it could be really weird and quite freaky. But either way, I mean, I recommended Rocky Horror Picture Show to someone who hadn't seen it. And I got a message straight after they finished watching it. Went, this was your favorite film as a child growing up? I said, yeah. They went, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? It's like, because I've been wondering all these years why you're such a weirdo. And now I know why. This was your favorite film. I thought, what doesn't make me weird. He goes, really? Tim Curry in leggings. And you're going to tell me that's not weird? I was like, what? He had good legs. I can't argue with it. It's like, your film recommendations can really show you personality. So,
yeah,
giving essential titles to a friend is a yeah. That I agree with that. It's true.
Yeah, it's very telling.
But it's just, yeah, there was something different about him. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky because there's quite a few people, like I said, on here, but at least two of the most inspirational people I've met on here and like had conversations with is you and Roger. And you being is because of who you are. You're always respectful. You're very kind and polite. You're not mean to people. You're not negative about people. If there is negativity your way, you're just kind of like, okay, that's not for me. I'll move that out of the way. And then you got Roger, who's very excitable and kind of, okay, let's get this shit done today. And, he was always on the go, even when he was still, which is actually really impressive to see someone who was sitting in a chair, but yet you felt like they were running a marathon. It was a really weird thing to experience from Roger.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of like when you watch his videos, it's like watching a vlog, but just while he's sitting in the chair. So while most people are walking around their houses or going to the shops, you get that same kind of feeling, but while he's just sitting in the chair talking about movies.
Verbally, yeah.
And it's actually, I said, it's really good. It's a good feeling. Yeah. It's a really good feeling. So I'm lucky to have met the people I met on here. And there's other people, just because I didn't name them doesn't mean I'm not inspired by them in some way. Just in case someone goes, hey, you've met me. Why are you not saying I inspired you? I'm talking about life-changing, inspirational people. You and Roger are definitely the top two there on YouTube that I met. Just because there's a lot of people out here that have similar personalities to me that I've met, and but you two are very different. But like, you're different from each other, but yet you've also got the same love for passion that you both have.
Mm-hmm.
You just show it and tell it in different ways. Yours is kind of the more relaxed, zen, kind of doing like a peaceful yoga explanation, whereas Roger's is like, I'm ready to destroy the world. Let's talk about freedom. Like, Roger was that really over energetic. He was too energetic for me, and I'm bouncing around the house 24/7. So that's
always
something,
the loudest. It was always the loudest.
Oh yeah.
Did you actually watch this?
But I mean, he gave. I know you sent it to me, didn't you?
Yeah, did you? I don't know if you got around to watching it or not.
I'm going to watching it because the problem is, for me to watch it, I have to sit in this really uncomfortable chair and watch it on this computer screen. So I have to kind of wait until I'm ready for that. But I am going to watch it because I definitely want to check it out. I just haven't got a way of connecting up to my telly. If I had a way to connect up to my telly, I would have watched it straight away. Just trying to find the time to sit in this chair and focus on a film without my ass killing me.
I see.
Is a bit of a difficult task. But yeah, it's yeah, he is just an overall wonderful personality. And for anyone who doesn't know Roger or didn't get a chance to meet him, right? Sasha said the name of his channel at the beginning of the stream. We'll also put it somewhere in the comments. I don't think I'd watch 12 Monkeys if it weren't for Sasha. Never forget it. I love 12 Monkeys. I need to rewatch it. Alice didn't like it, but she won't tell me why.
Well, that's one film to me anyway, that you'll get something different out of it with every viewing. So you're going to feel different about it on a repeat viewing.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it because I did enjoy it the first time I saw it. But yeah, just go and watch his videos. Even go back and check out some of the live streams he was involved in, because man, his drunken sleeping escapades were some of the funniest things we ever got to enjoy on here.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It makes me whenever, because I've talked about all of you guys with my family and my friends. They all know who you are. Sasha, I've already told you about my nephew searching your YouTube name on their living room telly, and the shit that I got for that was already extremely welcoming, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, understandably, I suppose it does encourage questions. I remember the first time I told my mum about when I was speaking with Jay. They said, "What? There's a man on YouTube calling you sexy monkey," and they were worried at first.
Oh Jesus! Well, yeah, you're now known as the forbidden man at their house. But that whenever I talk to anyone about Roger, because my family and my other friends, they have difficulty remembering names. So when I say, "Oh yes, my friend Roger," they go, "Oh, is that the breathable Dennis's guy?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Yes, that is the breathable Dennis's guy," and that's how everyone now knows him around my family and friend group. It's just, Breathable Dennis's guy. And it's just because that moment was so unexpectedly hilarious.
It was never explained, and it never will be.
I just like how someone's question in that live was, why is there multiple Dennises? Why is there the extra like S at the end of Dennis with the Dennises? Why is there multiple? It's got loads of Dennis. And Roger was just like, just, you know. But I love the beginning part of that where he said breakable Dillingers. And no one questioned that bit. He was just breakable Dillingers.
Yeah. I remember we analysed it heavily, didn't we?
Yeah. But it was the fact that like no one in the stream acknowledged the fact that he had breakable Dillingers. Like, what? Breathable Dennises? And that was the bit that everyone was like, whoa, what's going on? Breakable Dillingers. I wanted to know what that was about. Because I've never heard that before. And there'd be times where he would just fall asleep, he'd wake up, and then he would pretend that he's listened to the whole stream. And then after he's explained what he thought he'd heard, he went, so what were we talking about? This is kind of like, you weren't listening. We've got to scroll these horny monkey videos of YouTube so folks can search your name and pay.
Yeah.
It was just the fact that my really young nephews and nieces asked about if I could recommend some people that talked about films, and I recommended a few. And one of them was Sasha, and they were like, "Oh, what's his YouTube name?" And I said, "You can't." I said, "I'll show you the videos on my phone." And they must have seen the name. So all I got was a message from their mum saying, What the hell have you been showing my kids? I went, nothing, why? And she went, oh, really? And she sent me a picture of the screen of the word sexy monkey written in the search bar with a bunch of baboons and shit humping the crap out of each other. And I'm like, I didn't show them this.
And other people's videos, not mine.
No, I know, but they're like, why did you tell him to look up sexy monkeys? I said, no, I didn't tell him to look for sexy monkeys. I said his YouTube name is Sexy Monkey, and I said they shouldn't search for it because they might get weird results. So they did, and she went, yeah, just next time one of your friends has a name that should be banned on YouTube, don't ask them to search for us. I didn't. I told my mum, she couldn't stop laughing. She was howling. She did not expect them to look it up. It was just, I didn't expect the picture of the kids standing in front of this screen of thumbnails of monkeys humping. I was just like, oh no, what have I done?
I'm sorry if I should be sorry.
No, you shouldn't be sorry at all, mate. It was the fact that I told the kids, do not search. And they went and saw your name at on the phone. They were like, okay, well, let's go and look it up when we get home. Oh, no. It was a really... My nephew, not long, I think like a couple of months afterwards, he had forgotten the name. I thought, good. He then decided to try and just type the name into YouTube and try and find it. But instead of putting Sexy Monkey, he put Monkey Sex, which was so much worse.
Of course.
He was like, oh, do you know your friend Monkey Sex? No? They're like, yeah, the one you got in trouble for. I said, yeah, he's not called Monkey Sex. And they went, oh, I watched like 6 videos. He weren't in any of them. I was like, wait, you watched the videos? Why did you think he'd be in any of them? It's all monkeys. He goes, yeah, but I thought he had like a love for monkeys. Like, no. So, explain to. So then I get another message, but this time it's off his dad going, I got a notification that my son's been looking up monkey sex on YouTube. What the hell's going on, man? I was like, no. I had to explain to the dad. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not so bad. I was like, yeah, he'd forgotten the name. So he just put.
I thought it was obvious. It's a tongue-in-cheek name. It's a
Yeah.
You know,
But this is why I told the kids not to search. That if they wanted to watch one of your videos, I would play it for them.
yeah.
Instead, they just decide.
Which means they can only look for them when they're with you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But instead, they go home and type in monkey sex.
Yeah.
Which is clearly would not have been the name of your channel.
I've been thinking for a while. I should have a different name. It wouldn't.
No, the name is fine. It's other people that do it wrong. This is why kids should not be allowed YouTube because they're bloody idiots.
Hi, Panda.
Hello, Panda. It's been such a while since I don't know who most people are anymore. I don't even know if I've met Panda and I'm saying hello and I don't.
I doubt it. I'm new to Panda as of 2 weeks ago.
Oh, then no. Sorry, but hello anyway. If you ever use different names. Sorachi's cool. Hope you're all mainstream.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like Sriracha. I mean, well, it's. I just think of the hot sauce when I think of Sriracha. Maybe something that's not going to confuse.
I started calling you Snussages for like a week, and then I thought, I'm going to stop calling you Snussages. And then I got Alice walking around the house saying, "Are you talking to Snussages, Sasha?" I was like, you got it too. She was like, "No, I don't want to call him that. I want to call him Sasha."
You know Jay's best friend, Stevie.
Yes.
He doesn't know my name. He calls me Monkey. That's my name.
Oh no!
All these years, and he doesn't know my name.
Oh no! Yeah. Okay.
But
well, I had a funny image in my house sitting there going, right, well, everyone calls you Sasha and sexy monkey. I want to start calling you something that no one else would call you. And I thought, well, everyone calls me LJ, so I thought I'd kind of do the same thing for you. I'll call you by, and then I realized it sounds like I'm having a fit.
What do you want to call me?
Oh, your initials. If I called you your initials, it sounds like I'm having a seizure. Because
every initial I have.
Yes, it sounds like I'm having a seizure. It's just I
don't know why that makes me think of Inspector Clouseau, but it does.
Oh yeah, because it's the I have in my pocket a couple of whispers.
Well,
it's just started making me laugh because I was like, it doesn't suit other people, does it? And then I started thinking of like my family, because Alice is but this is the best bit, right? So I'm going around all these different issues, and then my cousin, hers is great because hers is just ass. So I can say that one. Hers is ass. But then my brother, who's got multiple names, his is A K J B. So his is Akajip. And it just sounds like I'm sneezing.
Especially when you say it that fast.
But the thing, because everyone goes LJ, so it's like quite quick. But my brother has Tourette's, and I didn't know it had gotten worse. He walked into the house and went, Akajip, and he went, yeah, fuck you. What are you doing to me? Why did you set me off? but I call your name. He goes, that's not my name. What are you doing? But it's weird when you try and no, because mine is just LJ. It's not so bad. But then when you try and shorten it down, it's just a little. Like if I was to shorten Alice's down by 2 of her names, she'd just be called Av. Hey Av, come here.
That's okay.
Sometimes sounds like I'm threatening her. Wait, Av.
It sounds like half a name. I don't know.
But I was just sitting there going, yeah, I want to call Sasha something unique that no one else will call him. And I was just that's But Alice didn't know what I was doing, and I did that when she was out of the room. And she's walked in just as I've gone, hello. And she went, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just trying something new. Do you need the doctors? Or, no, fine. She thought my brain had melted.
I remember I heard Carl Pilkington say once, he'd always wanted to be called Brett. So he said, I'm not going to answer to Carl anymore, I'm Brett. But then he forgot that and he just wouldn't reply to Brett.
Brett. Oh, fucking that guy. Why don't that guy just shut up? Oh, it's me. Paparazzi. Paparazzi.
That makes me sound like a. Well, that makes me think of potpourri. I'm not a flower ornament.
Why did you?
I know it sounds like a decorative kind of flower for your.
Why did you say it like you were genuinely declaring that statement? I am not a flower ornament.
Well, just to be clear.
See, don't man, because no. I love Alice quite a lot, but yet she comes out with some of the most random shit. And I was asleep one day. I woke up. I've gone in the kitchen. She's gone, I've got something to tell you. You're not going to be happy. I've gone, oh, what? She went, we were on the balcony earlier. I went, yeah. She goes, I looked at the table, and I've gone, that is a really interesting garden ornament. And I've gone, like, okay, we don't have any. She goes, yeah, I know. It was a pigeon. I've gone, I'm sorry, what? She goes, yeah, I thought we had like a pigeon ornament, and then I realised we didn't.
It was a real pigeon.
I've opened the door, and there's this fat pigeon just sitting there going, ah! No, I've got a phobia of pigeons. Why didn't you just tell me there's a pigeon on the balcony, but I've got a funny story to tell you about the pigeon? Why didn't you tell me first? There I am thinking she's losing her mind, and instead she's telling me it's a fucking pigeon on our balcony.
You genuinely have a phobia of pigeons.
I have a genuine phobia of pigeons, rodents, and China dolls. Like those, all of them together are terrifying. Not at the same time. I'm not saying someone's gathered them all up and just going, here you go. Pigeon rat doll.
You don't like the dolls inside of dolls inside of dolls.
Oh, I love Russian dolls.
You just don't like Chinese ones. Okay. Noted.
Did you have that set up in your mind? That was fucking brilliant.
No, I didn't. that was just that just happened.
That was fucking brilliant. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't see shit. Hang on.
I can't help it. I'm imagining Roger's response to this conversation now. He'd be in hysterics.
Oh, he'd be just like me. He'd be crying his eyes out. I knew I'd be crying on this stream. I just didn't think it would be from this.
I remember when I used to live in Rugby, I used to have those dolls. The big doll. You open her up. There's a smaller one inside, and they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah, I like those. I don't like the ones made out of China. I have to change how I say shit now around you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a phobia of those. I felt bad because like I love charity shops, and I walked in one, and I didn't know, and Alice's dad was with me. And I turned around, and they had this massive row of just China dolls, and I really can't. So I've like jumped up in a straight point and gone, fuck off, straight out the shop, and everyone's like, why is he shouting? And then like the worker came and goes, are you okay? I said, no, I can't do it. They went, I can't do dolls. And they went, you can't do those ones, but I've got a number for special ones you can buy. No, I don't mean do dolls. I'm not gonna fuck the dolls in the charity shop. The worst bit is how the guy came was like, you can't fuck them ones, but I've got a number for special ones you can have a go on. Why would you give me the number, you weirdo? I don't know what's weird, buying a sex doll or someone giving you a number to buy a sex doll. What's the weirder one out of the two?
Someone assuming that that's what you want, maybe.
The fact the guy had the number on his phone, right, was that was a red flag. But no, I can't stand them. They literally scare the shit out of me. It's no, I can't. But yeah, pigeons, rodents. No, I can't. They freak me out. I'm alright with other birds. Other birds are okay. Pigeons, I can't do. They're just one of those things. Just can't. It's weird. Yeah, it's strange, but yeah. So the reason that I brought on that is just because you said the flower ornament, and it just reminded me of Alice with the stupid. Oh, that's a lovely garden ornament.
Yeah.
Why would we have bought one of a pigeon? Of all the other bird ornaments we could have purchased for a garden, why a fat off pigeon? I mean, in her brain for a couple of seconds, she had thought that at one point in our life we had gone to a garden center and bought a statue of a pigeon and put it on our balcony.
Maybe you could use it to get over your fear, you know?
That would never have been a thing. That would... No! Would worsen the fear, because now it's a permanent fucking pigeon that doesn't move. Plus, everyone else will think I'm crazy if I'm on the balcony every day going, shoo, 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 to a concrete pigeon. Imagine you walking into your garden and you see someone going up to a concrete statue of a cat going, hello, trying to give it fucking food. You'd be like, okay, best to go in now. But you're seeing a guy go shoo, shoo to a concrete pigeon. Yes, hello. We have someone that lives above us that needs a white jacket with sleeves that go around the back and get clasped. Have you got anything? I mean, imagine reading that on the psych evaluation as well. So why are you here? Telling a concrete pigeon to shoo. therapist just gonna keep you in for a month. Let's just see what happens.
Concrete? Are they concrete?
I don't know.
What they're made of?
See, now I'm in for 2 months because I'm getting the material wrong. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, that fucking that Chinese got me so bad. That was fucking genius. I love it. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, I can see in your face that you are getting quite tired, and you were already tired before this.
I'm getting thirsty is actually what I'm getting, so I might have a drink now.
Oh yeah, we'll do that then.
Yeah.
But
I think, I'm not sure. I don't know if Corey's still here or not. Still with us, Corey? Sure I don't know.
Well, the last thing he put up was 7 minutes ago saying the wild poparachi plant, indigenous to Rihanna land, pairs well with soup, and he just said, I am. He's still here.
I was going to say, how do you know it was 7 minutes? That's a timestamp, yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah.
I've not just been sitting here slowly counting every second until 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't know if we're too late or too early. I don't know because, well, you know, we're going live at the bad wrong time. I don't know.
No, it's got 12:15. Isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got mine ready. So
I got mine ready also.
I mean, ready to have the drink, or have you still got to pop it?
Oh no, I got to open the bottle.
Yeah, you got to pop. All right, you got to pop it for him.
I bought some Jack Daniels in honor of Roger.
Roger would have 100% approved.
And I can't move the lid; it's stuck. There we go.
Roger's like, "Fuck you, that's mine."
My left hand's, my right hand's got better grippage than my left hand.
Yeah, we know why. All those pictures of Rihanna have been giving you strength. This is my better hand, thanks to Rihanna.
Ooh, I don't know if that's going to be too much for me.
How much did you pour into the glass?
It came out really quickly.
Right, I said about the drink, Sash. We're not talking about the Rihanna feet picture thing. It came out really quickly. Oh, that's enough.
It smells fine. This isn't going to be too powerful.
All right, so
I filled up this glass, though.
That's a nice. I like that glass.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to raise our glasses to Roger.
Yeah.
A fine man, a great friend, a brother across the seas. And we miss you physically, but we know you're always there. So we love you, man.
Dearly missed. Cheers.
Okay. Yeah, mine is not alcohol, by the way. I don't drink. So sorry, Rog. He's like, you cheap ass, get some booze. I don't drink.
Well, I mean, yeah, you don't drink alcohol. You do drink.
Oh yeah. I don't wanna be classed as a liar here. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol, man.
You know what? This is not as strong as maybe the effects are gonna hit me later, but this doesn't feel. I've had stronger than this.
The thing that I love about whiskey is it tastes innocent.
Actually,
until the heat.
It's warming up my throat. Yeah.
Yeah, the heat. I love it.
But that's nice. It feels good.
I'll tell you what, great for toothache as well. Really bad toothache. Just put a bit on it, swig it on it. It's not too bad.
I thought you said it's great for two fakers. Well, I've got to find two fake people. And
Go to that garden centre. There might be some fucking statues of them. No, I've got pigeons. Why not else? Oh, I'll tell you this because I know this will cheer you up. This woman walked into a lamppost and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." She stood there for 5 minutes staring at the lamppost and went, "I'm so sorry. I thought you were a person."
5 minutes.
She walked into the lamppost, apologized to the lamppost, stood there for 5 minutes looking at the lamppost up and down and went, "So sorry. I thought you were a person."
Is this something you saw, or this is a joke?
No, there's not. This is a genuine thing that happened. A woman apologized to a lamppost twice. One for walking into it, and one because she thought it was a human.
Will you wait? She was waiting.
She was waiting for the response. Then she realized she wasn't going to get one because it was a lamppost. But it's the fact that she said, "I'm so sorry. I thought you were a person." Why is she still talking to the fucking lamppost?
How hard did she hit her head?
If she's sticking around to ask more questions, I would say quite hard, to be honest. Oh, I probably told you this before, but I know Roger would love this. I'll tell you. So this is a joke, and this one is from a Batman animated film called The Killing Joke, and it is the only joke to make Batman laugh. Have I told you this before?
I don't think so. Maybe. If you did, I don't remember. But I know The Killing Joke.
Okay, so two convicts escape Arkham. Now Arkham is the mental asylum.
Yeah.
And they escape to the roof, and they both have a flashlight. The one guy says to the other, goes, "Hey, look, there's another building across the way. We can get to it." And the one says, "No, there's a big dip, in between the buildings. We can't get across." So the first guy turns around and says, "I've got an idea. I'll put my flashlight in between the buildings, and then you can step on it to get across." And the second guy goes, "Oh, yeah, like I'm going to fall for that. You'll just turn the flashlight off as I stand on it."
Right, yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
You look so confused. You're like, yes.
Aiming the light at the path, right? And follow the path of the light.
No. The guy was saying, if I aim the flashlight between the two buildings, you can step on the light to get across the big gap in between the two buildings.
Yeah.
So the other guy said, "Oh yeah, like I'm gonna fall flat. You'll just turn it off as I try and go across."
Yeah.
So it's basically, yeah. So instead of him realizing he's gonna just fall through this same gap, he thinks that the flashlight idea would work, but the guy would turn the flashlight off, so there's not that extra step for the ledge.
Yeah. Either way, you're falling with or without the light.
Yeah, it's kind of not as funny when you have to explain it. Thanks for that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, goodness. See, do you know what? Alice doesn't usually get jokes, but she actually got that one straight away. She loved it. Kind of answers to her personality a bit. I can't. Nope.
You're just highlighting the fact that, I mean, it's not helping. Just lighting that it doesn't mean you can walk that path.
Yeah, but they're escape mental patients. So when he got told that he could cross, he was like, "Oh yeah." Instead, the whole point is that he doesn't have that same thought process that we would have in that situation where it'd be like, "Really? Stupid." Whereas he was just like, "Oh yeah, how can I trust you? You'll just turn the flashlight off as I try and get across."
What are you drinking?
Diet lemonade.
Oh gosh,
I haven't. Roger would be very disappointed.
I haven't had. I can't remember the last time I had lemonade.
It's quite
It's
nice.
been that long.
It's quite nice. I watched that Batman movie with Adam West. I think Family Guy has ruined Adam West for life for me, because now I can only ever hear Adam West. And when you're trying to watch, don't forget, this was like the first TV Batman to ever exist, was Adam West. And I'm trying to watch him fight these villains, and all I can hear is, "Ha! Come here, Joker, you trickster of a fiend. I'm gonna fight you now." And there's the whole kapow and splat and kablam and
Yeah.
stuff. And it's just like, I can't take him seriously. And there's meant to be this scene where he's like running around this pier with a bomb, and he's trying to like run around and trying to get rid of it. But every time he gets somewhere, there's like people in the way. And he does this for like 10 minutes, and then he just stands there and goes, "Today is just not a good day to get rid of a bomb." I'm like, I can't take Batman seriously when it sounds like,
because of Family Guy.
because it's just Adam West now. I can't see him as Batman.
Oh,
It's like,
that's unfortunate.
it is. It's such a shame, because it's just one of those things. I can't take him as seriously as Batman now, because I can just hear the voice. And it makes me really sad, because I was looking forward to watching that film. Every moment it's just Adam West. That's all it is. It sucks. I think it's because of the cat thing from Family Guy. I think that's what's ruined it for life.
I don't know what that is. I'm not a fan.
What, the cat thing?
Well,
No, I know you're not a fan of Family Guy. It's not.
Yeah, to me, it's just too. The humor's too obvious. And
See,
too in your face.
For everyone else, yeah, but for Adam West's character, you genuinely felt like this was who he was in real life. So for example, like, he had this thing known as the cat launcher. So he had like an army of cats that he would like shoot out of this cat cannon, and they wouldn't die. It was just like kind of launched them at people, and then he goes to gather them, and he's like, "Come here, Whiskers. Come here, Mittens. Hello, Fluffy. Come here, Bob. Ha! Bob, that's a people's name. Why would you give a people's name to a cat?"
This was done in Family Guy, right? Not Batman.
No, in fact, yeah, no, it wouldn't have been in Batman. Batman with a cat launcher. I would have enjoyed that.
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, it would have been a bat launcher though.
Yeah,
it'd be Catwoman with the cat launcher.
Mm.
Although original Catwoman, quite attractive. But I do like I did like Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt was like in her prime.
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt was good. But yeah, it's just I think it's because of the way Adam West was in the show. Whenever I kind of hear him in like Batman, it's kind of, I can only focus on the fact that he is Adam West. I can't unhear that voice. It's like Christopher Walken. Everything that he's in, he's Christopher Walken, because it's just that tone of voice is every character.
Yeah, maybe not everything. Maybe not his earlier films. I don't know if I think that. I could watch The Deer Hunter and not think that.
So I was shown a film that he did from I think it's like the 80s, called Puss in Boots. And I didn't even know he did a Puss in Boots film. And it's him singing. And it's Christopher Walken as Puss in Boots. And it's just, "No more begging for a bowl of milk." And yet, yep, that's just Christopher Walken singing in Puss in Boots. And it's just, It's such a weird thing to kind of, you can't unhear it. But yeah, I hate when that happens in films and shows where someone spends too much time in like a comedic like scenario and surrounding to the point where they do something a little bit more serious. I'm not saying that the 60s Batman was serious, because it fucking wasn't. It was campy and cheesy as shit, but I loved it. But now I can't unhear him as just Adam. I basically, when I watch any of the original Batman, I just think Adam West is in Batman pajamas pretending to be Batman, which he technically is.
Yeah, that is a shame that that's the case. Oh, I just realized I can do something, but I have to do it right now.
Oh, come on. Can you at least wait until we finish this stream?
No, I has to be before, whilst the stream is active. Let me do it.
Guys, okay. Get ready to meet Mini Sasha. Just because he can't wait until after. No,
I'm to add as moderator. I'm just making moderators.
Wait, so that's the only thing you're doing? So the thing that you had to do was to make moderators.
What's the difference between a standard moderator and a managing moderator?
I don't know, because I've never had a moderator.
Is managing better than standard's not? Standard is standard.
What? All right, you need to answer a question now, Sasha. This is very important. Why did you try and go gangster with that? Yeah, standard is standard. What was the head? Standard is standard.
I just meant we can do so much better than just standard.
No, it was the voice and it was the head. Was it standard is standard?
Did I do that? I moved my head. I didn't notice.
Standard.
I don't know. I didn't plan that. Not that way.
Gangster Sasha's appeared at the end of the stream. I'm making fucking moderators. Standard is standard. Move over, Jason Statham. Fucking sexy monkeys come in the building. The head bob was the best bit of that whole thing.
I didn't even notice I did that.
Oh, I did. Some interesting news that might give a brighter side to this weird ending of the stream with Sasha turning gangster. Alice is getting a rabbit tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's called a mini lop.
A mini lop?
Mini lop.
Lop?
Yeah, mini lop.
I'm not familiar with the breed.
Me neither. But he's 7 months, so he's still young.
No. Oh. I used to have rabbits. They were called City and Sweep.
City was dirty and Sweep got the house clean.
I've got to watch the replay now. I want to see.
You did. You went standard is standard.
Or maybe I'm a bit tipsy. I don't know. Probably doesn't kick in that quickly.
Yeah. Oh, it can do. It depends. If you breathe quite fast, it can have an effect.
If you what?
If you breathe quite fast.
Breathe. I breathe at the usual rate, I suppose. I don't know.
No, but like sometimes if you take in like deeper breaths. I basically like when I was younger, and I said I went through a year of daily drinking. This is why I don't drink, because alcohol was never my thing. But I got into a year of it, and I didn't realize this until someone told me that if you take in a very deep breath after drinking pretty much half a bottle of brandy, it can bring on the effects of very quickly. And I was like, I was already tipsy. Like I wasn't so bad. Like you could feel a bit woozy. And I went, it's not that bad. And like, yeah, it is. You have to do like a really deep breath in and then breathe out. So I've just gone smack on the floor.
Really? It works that quickly.
It depends on what you drank, but yeah. I didn't know. So I just
Put it to the test.
Yeah, why not? I always did dares. I was always willing to do dares, even if they were stupid. But yeah, that was. I wish I hadn't done that because we were standing on the street corner. If we'd done it in the park, it wouldn't have been so bad. Cause at least there's some grass.
Yeah.
When you face plant concrete, it's not so good. It reminds me of the Back to the Future 3 scene where Emmett's at the bar and he's like, right, boom. How many has he had? Just the one. Just the one. Come on, Doc.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still getting shit for being a fan of RoboCop 3, by the way. Still to this day, I am getting shit for that.
From who?
From loads of people. Like someone like in a RoboCop like fan group thing, someone put up that the seat like RoboCop 2 is like the best of the films. And then someone was like, oh, there is only 2. There was never a third. And then someone else is like, oh, the third's so shit, I'd rather watch the animated show for kids. And all I said was, 3's my favorite. Over 200 negative responses like within the first hour. It's insane.
I mean, each to their own. I've never even seen RoboCop 3 still to this day.
I don't think that you would hate it. I know that people. I think it's because they think I'm a traitor because they're like, oh, that's not Peter Weller. I know it's not Peter Weller. It's not my favorite because Peter Weller's not in it. Peter Weller is my favorite RoboCop. But the reason I like it is because the first film was about there was no longer any Murphy. It was RoboCop. The second one was he's struggling to work out whether or not he is still a man or if he's a machine. The third one was more about the fact that he found his humanity, which he thought he'd lost. He was told he didn't have any more. And I love that. I love the fact that this machine found his humanity that he was told had been removed from him forever. And that was, for me, that was more empowering than him trying to, like the reason I love Bicentennial Man is because of the story, because of what that story entails. So the idea of Robo finding humanity is a good thing for me. Oh, you're right?
I just got a major pain in my hand.
Oh, sorry.
That was a big one.
Yeah, I kind of guessed from your hand almost took off.
Yeah, that was really strong.
I'm so sorry.
Nice to have it in a different place, though. That makes a nice change.
Don't you normally get it in your feet?
Feet, legs. It's always the legs or the feet, yeah.
Well, I found out recently that my sister's got a 95% chance she's got MS.
Oh, dear.
She's had all the different tests done apart from the lumbar puncture. It's the last one she's got to have.
Oh, well, I hope it goes better than I did. I had a lumbar puncture, then they lost the results, so they said they've got to do it again. And then when they said, well, can you just... They denied that they said they'd lost the results. I said, no, we haven't lost them. We just don't know where they are.
That's lost. Pillocks.
So it was extremely... Well, I got a lumbar puncture done by somebody who was not... If they know what they're doing, good. But it was done by me with someone who didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So I didn't want it done twice.
Well, I don't know, because she's a nurse for the hospital she's getting her results done for. So I'm hoping that they kind of, you know, yeah, I'm hoping that they treat her respectfully. I mean, they should treat patients respectfully as well, but I'm hoping that because of all the overtime she's done, all the shit she's done for, like, since she's worked there, hoping they kind of, you know, get a move on with shit. But the problem is her daughter likes to jump all over her when she comes back from work. So she turned around to her kids the other day and said, right, I'm getting my lumbar puncture, and then I'm spending 2 to 4 nights at your auntie's instead of at home. And they went, why? I said, because there's a risk of infection. There's a risk of something going wrong. I'm going to be in agony. I'm going to need rest. And I can't have you little heavy fuckers jumping all over me. So, 4 days of rest for me. So they got upset. They're like, no, come home. She's like, nope, fuck you. And it was even funny because they went, but what if I want to jump on you? She goes, nope, jump on daddy. He went, what? Why me?
I take it they're quite young.
No, the one's 13 and one's 12. So they're not that young. I mean, the boy, my nephew don't like jumping on, but her daughter does. As soon as she comes in from work, she'll jump up on her and grab her and squeeze. And she's like, nope, not having that done if I'm getting the lumbar puncture. I'm going straight to someone else's house and sleeping for 4 days.
Yeah.
But they were confused because they weren't sure if she had MS or if she had this other one that's meant to have been like a hereditary version of it. It's like the same effects, but it runs in the blood instead of thing. But apparently she doesn't have that one.
Well, what was it called? I got told got checked for a carpal tunnel before that.
Yeah.
That was the first sort of inquiry that was done.
Carpal tunnel is not even the same fucking thing. No. Carpal tunnel is just constant cramp in your hand.
Yeah.
So that's a silly thing to get it.
That was the first kind of port of call for them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just some medical professionals can be really stupid, and there's others that can be incredibly helpful. It's like the lottery. You got a whole bunch of numbers and just hope you got the right ones when you get into a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
like she's doing okay. She's got a few things going on. She's been told the risks and the stuff that she's got, going to have happen, and the other stuff. Man, the tiredness and the alcohol is not doing you any favors.
What do you mean? What do you say that?
You dozed off for a second and woke yourself up.
I dozed off.
You did. Look, right, this is exactly what you just did. You went.
I don't think I did that. That's in your head.
No, that is not in my head. You, Corey, can you please back me up that he just stared into the camera and went. That is not in my head. Same as the head pop, right? Standard is standard. Fucking hell. You're going to be in the next Fast and Furious and Expendables, are you?
More like the next Guy Ritchie film.
Come on, let's do Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Joints. Let's fucking have it. Just you walk onto the screen. Standard is standard. Choice of weapon. Bong. What's your skill set? I can fall asleep and wake myself up in a second. How the fuck does that go? Like this.
Yeah, but I do think I'm going to end the stream at least.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, after the stream, I'll let you go so you can get some sleep because you look like you are going to fall asleep.
well, you're making me believe that that's the case, even if it's not. I don't know if it is or not.
I'm making you believe you're tired.
Well, if you hear something enough, you start to believe it.
Hear it enough. I said it twice.
You put the thought in my head that wasn't there before.
Did you or did you not say before we went live that you were tired?
Oh no, I'm staying. Corey, you've got the link.
Yeah. He'll stay. Corey, he'll stay awake for you.
Well, I mean, even if I end the stream, you still got the link. So, I did say I was tired. I can't deny it.
So I thought, I don't know if it's the alcohol that's making you do the weird head movements and facial expressions.
I really want to see this playback.
But you genuinely stay. Oh, we should have time stamped.
I think it's around the 1 hour mark. I think.
Ah, shit! We should have time stamped it.
Go for
like 50 more minutes. I gotta watch an WNBA game at 8.
Wait a second. And you're here, but you're saying you're not here. I don't.
I'm here.
Hey, you are here.
Oi.
You want to watch the WNBA?
I'm gonna watch the WNBA. The finals. There's a finals game. I got into the WNBA.
I got to say, it's so good to hear your voice.
La, 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 la. Shine bright like a diamond. Howdy, howdy.
That I don't know. That's just made shit worse for you now because now he's picturing you in Rihanna's outfit during that song.
Oh hell no!
No.
How are we doing? I've been here since I think 7 minutes in. Something. I've been watching y'all. I was watching a movie, or I would have joined. I turned on what's this movie called? It's from 84, called Dream One.
84 was such a good year. I was thinking about all the films. There's so many good films came out in 1984.
There's so many.
I've not heard of Dream One though.
It's a deep cut, man. It's also titled Nemo. It's about this kid named Nemo, and he asks his butler or servant or whatever to tell him a bedtime story, and he's like, I want it to be Alice in Wonderland, and I want Zorro to be there and spaceships and all that. Of course he goes,
oh shit,
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah Damn.
Have you seen shout out John Steele? He recommended he was like, I haven't seen this movie in years, can't find it anywhere. I found it on a site and I downloaded it. It's on Rumble now. I can't upload it to YouTube because it gets blocked everywhere apparently.
It's called Nemo,
like Finding Nemo.
No, it's called Dream One.
Yeah, it's called Dream One, but
the original title is Nemo.
Yeah.
Well, I just got the 6th film Harvey Keitel set. Well, 8 if you include the other one.
I need to hunt this one down now.
Hey, if you give me 1 sec, I'm not gonna leave or anything, but I'll go to Rumble and I'll put the link to the movie in the chat. So you can
Is that legal? Is that legal?
Yeah. Wait, what? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
I'm thinking out loud. Let me get this to you because I'm a what's it called now? I'm a mod over here moderating. I can drop a link.
The Harvey Keitel set.
Oh wow. What the hell?
Yeah. From Australia.
Here you go. It's a nice set. What does it have? I assume it has
it has Bad Lieutenant. It has
that one.
And the extra features are great. It has the Young Americans. I've seen that one. from the director of Judge Dredd,
Hell yeah.
Dangerous Game, Abel Ferrara, Imaginary Crimes, Clockers, and Holy Smoke.
It's good movies.
Plus, I've got Smoke and Blue in the Face. So I just rewatched Smoke, and it's even better on a repeat. Yeah.
It has that movie, or it has that actress Matilda May. She's in here. Smoke.
Yeah, Matilda. Do you know what? It's weird because when I saw a picture of Matilda May, she looks like is it Evangeline? Is that her name?
Who?
From Lost. From Lost.
Yeah.
Lost.
She's also in Ant-Man and Wasp. She's like the main.
John was like, oh yeah, it has that one chick with the titties out from Life Force. Oh yeah, I remember her. How could I forget? That's a good one.
So what is Rumble? What's a website where you can watch this?
Rumble is like it's basically YouTube. It gets a bad rep because basically when COVID happened, all the nutso right wingers and left wingers were like, I can't. They're censoring me. I can't be on YouTube. It's too hot for YouTube. So they went to Rumble, and it got a bad rap. But literally, Rumble is like YouTube, with like almost no rules, in the sense that I can upload like any movie I want on Rumble, like all the rare shit that'll get blocked on YouTube. I can just put it on there, and it's really easy to use. It's safe.
Shit.
Rumble's good. It just
Sounds good.
it has a lot of those types on there, a lot of MAGA folks and whatnot, but it doesn't matter. They're there to get what they think is news out to the world, and me, I'm like, hey, here's this rare ass movie. Let's put that up there.
Well, I was talking to Sasha about this off the live, but if we're talking about like rare and interesting movies and stuff, I mean, everyone's got to check out Tucken. I mean, just
wait a second, is that a joke? Is that like a parody on Taken?
Yeah. It stars Akon, Jenna McCarthy, and Donnie Wahlberg.
Bro, Michael Blackson's in this movie. Devon McDonald. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the watch list, man. That's funny. Your friendship is about to be taken.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah, I can get behind that.
I genuinely thought it was Taken, and I realized that. Bless you.
Who's that on the cover? Donnie Wahlberg. Then
I don't think that's not. He looks a bit too old to be Donnie Wahlberg. Unless it is, I don't know. No. Brian Miller's. Lee Tergerson.
I think I know who that is. Was he from New Zealand?
Probably, because was born with a particular set of skills.
He was born with.
It does. It says was born with a particular set of skills.
God. Have you already seen it? You already watched it?
I haven't seen it.
I'm probably gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna find it somewhere.
And then the little tagline on the back is, "What will be taken next, and when does the taking end?"
That's hilarious.
I just love the fact that he's got the dog on the back and he's wearing boxer shorts.
Oh, there's a dog on his leather jacket.
Yeah, it's got like a little. He's got like one of those little holders. So the dog's like inside the little holder thing on the back.
He's got a little
Hey, it might be a masterpiece. You don't know.
And why is it?
Sounds funny.
Why does this woman look like what's his name?
His.
He plays like a lot of Texan guys in films.
Oh, he looks like David Goggins, bro.
You mean Walton Goggins?
Walton Goggins. What did I say? David?
David.
No, Walton Goggins. Yeah, there we go.
I was thinking of I
The
don't know his name. I've got to find his name. You guys have seen Holes from Disney, right?
Holes. Yeah.
Do you know the little Texan guy?
Shit.
He's in like tons of.
Blake Nelson? Tim Blake Nelson.
I think, yeah. It looks like him.
I see that too. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. It's just when I see it's like that with like the grey hair. I was like, yeah.
I saw him in the Criterion Closet. He had excellent pics.
Yeah, Walton Goggins is a cool dude.
No, I meant Tim Blake Nelson.
Oh, he's cool too.
Wait. I'm sorry. Can you explain that to me? Because that sounded extremely creepy, what you just said. Can there be a little bit more context?
Who said?
What you just said. I saw him in the Criterion Closet. He has good pics.
He had some excellent pics, yes.
He was picking
Choices.
Oh,
because you pick up the Blu-rays.
You make film recommendations.
I didn't know the Criterion Closet was like celebrities going into a room. I thought you had just entered a really weird website and for some reason had a new fetish where he was in a Criterion Closet and had good pics.
Yeah, like
think?
pictures, like
Pics as in
films that he picked from the list of, I get that now, but because I didn't know what it was. Yeah, my brain has very vivid imagery.
He goes into the Criterion Closet, then he takes pictures of he like puts his dick on a Blu-ray of Seven Samurai and takes a picture of it.
Is that what you were thinking?
It's what my brain went to. It's not what I was thinking. It's where my brain is. It's sadly I found out recently I have ADHD, so my brain goes straight to very vivid imagery shit that makes no sense but also makes sense. It's a very confusing thing.
Oh yeah.
Like I make songs out of shit that aren't songs. Like on eBay, when you've made an offer and something gets accepted, this thing comes up saying "pay now." So very out loudly, I started going "pay now, don't leave it pending," and everyone thought I was weird. It clicks.
But I can understand that. That's logical.
Hey now.
Yeah.
With those AI generators, you could turn that into a real song.
I don't know.
Oh,
no.
Corey, you should. Corey, look at a video on my channel that's called "Thank You, Panda Cat." Speaking of what you just said, watch that video.
There's a short. I'm looking it up now. There's a short on YouTube y'all should check out from I think it's the 80s. Maybe no animals get hurt in this. It does involve an animal, and it's called Crack Dog. And it's literally like a 4 or 5 minute short where a dude busts into a crack den with a shotgun like Terminator, and his dog like kills a guy, and then like you're doing it just so the dog could try crack. And yeah, the dog, like now it's dumb. It makes no fucking but yeah, I saw that.
Does it make more sense than a Velocipasta?
I think it definitely does.
Yeah.
I was at the end of Crack Dog. I was like, why aren't there 70 more minutes to this? Could have been
this could be a feature length.
Because they cut between a real live action dog, so the dog is a character, and it doesn't.
Wow.
They're hurting the dog or anything like that. But then they'll switch over to a puppet dog when he turns all crackhead and rabid and shit and attacks people. So
yeah, like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's silly how they would. You said, "Thank you, cat."
Panda Cat. Yeah, just you can skip the first 3 minutes because that's just me talking about it. But watch the last 3 minutes.
Did you? Is this about the AI? Did you use a bunch of? Okay, let me see.
No, I didn't do it. Panda Cat did it.
So this was AI generated though, like the
He
song.
asked me on the stream what kind of music do I like. I said I
Interesting.
like jazz and blues, and so he took that, and
Ran with it.
that's the result.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It serves its purpose.
Clever. It boggles my mind.
All right. Jesus. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty dope. Sanchi, you watched anything different lately?
Yeah, I've been watching kind of stupid stuff.
Hell
I
yeah.
watched what's it called? Cold something. Stone Cold. I watched.
Stone Cold.
It's a 90s action film about the Hell's Angels.
Sounds
Lance Hendrickson is the head of a evil Hell's Angels group.
very cool.
And I watched Dark Angel. The same man made it with Dolph Lundgren.
Stone Cold and Dark Angel.
Aliens come from space to force drugs on people.
I've been getting into a lot of TV movies and after school specials. I've been watching so much stuff. I came across because Meat Cannon did a video about weird British PSAs. So I tracked down Apaches, The Finishing Line, and Building Sites Bite, which are three separate British PSAs warning children not to play in dangerous areas, I guess.
Right.
And like in the ways they could get like harm themselves. Dude, those are so fucking weird. They definitely are crazy. Like The Finishing Line is literally like, don't play on the train track or you'll die. And it's like but they make it out like as though it's a field trip to the train tracks. And it's morbid. It's so morbid.
From the 70s, right?
It's from the 77. Same with Apaches, and then Building Sites by came out in 78. It's just weird.
I recall. I remember those. Yeah.
Apaches was interesting because it's like pretty sure it's like the dangers of playing around and not being safe in like farmland. So like
one of those was narrated by Donald Pleasance, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's correct. I think that was because I got Letterboxd pulled now. I think that would be The Finishing Line, right?
That's the one I can remember. Yeah.
He's somewhere. He definitely did one. I don't know. Yeah, those were weird. I said Dream One. The list goes on and on at this point. It's you reach a point in Letterboxd where it's like every single day you're watching something weird, different, good or bad. I don't know. It was interesting. I saw The Substance, and that got me interested in Dennis Quaid. And so I tracked down his movie Tough Enough, where he plays like this honky tonk singer performer or whatever, and then he's like he goes and tries out boxing or something like that. It's a weird one.
I know what the substance is. Jay gave me a very detailed review of that entire film from beginning to end.
It's so good. There's lots of booty in that one. Margaret Qualley, dog. Margaret Qualley got it going on.
Yeah, I liked her in The Leftovers. She was great in that.
You have to see The Substance.
Well, he said maybe watch the first 15 minutes, then turn it off.
It does have some nasty body horror. I mean, it's one of those. It's pretty bonkers. I love that though. It's all kinds of new stuff. Have you been interested in Joker 2?
I want to watch it, and I'm not going to sort of prejudge it. I'll just watch it and make my own decision on, whether I like it or not.
You're gonna love it. I hope you love it. I hope it's
actually, you know what? I can't. I don't want to say it publicly. Maybe I should end the stream.
Well, all right.
You just triggered a thought in my mind, but I don't want to say that on the air.
Well, I don't want to keep you too long. You've already had your medicine and whatnot. Mellow fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to change my name before we went live because it would not have been suitable for this stream.
Oh yeah. When I came back, I had to check my StreamYard to make sure I didn't have any like messed up shit. Like I felt like a weird ass because I'll be editing photos and shit. You never know what I might have.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that one you had with Danny DeVito's face?
Oh shit! Yeah, it was Chucky DeVito or something. I got all kinds. I got Halsey and man. I can't believe I did that one. That's probably my most offensive one. I put Halsey's face on somebody who had cerebral palsy. It's real bad. It's a bad photo. It's a good photo. It looks good, but it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got skills when it comes to that.
Good old pixels.
Well, and when it comes to a lot of other stuff too.
I try. I just go where the wind takes me. Whatever I'm feeling that day, I'll try to learn something. Practice little stuff. LJ, you made a funny face on Joker 2. You seen that yet?
No, I was looking forward to it since I heard the announcement until Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga both looked disappointed at the premiere of it, and also said like they kind of like you couldn't hear what they were saying, but you had someone who did like the lip reading.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They were not happy with the way it came out.
Yeah. It's
so if
so like at the premiere or whatever, like there's a moment where Joaquin turns to Lady Gaga and like it looks as though he's saying it's this is bad, And she's like, what? And somebody saw that video, and of course AI technology and shit, they were like lip reading, and it's fucking dumb.
I mean, maybe everybody hated Blade Runner back in 1982.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much because if neither of y'all have seen it, nah. Especially if you're avoiding like reviews and breakdowns and stuff, it's best to. I wasn't pleased. 2 stars. It's a 3-star movie, but the meaning where Todd Phillips was coming from, it's just like it's not a good sequel.
Is that 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 10?
3 out of 5.
Okay, so well that's not.
But my actual rating is 2 out of 5, so 4 out of 10. My enjoyment for it as a sequel was like I could not respect it I'm like, dude, why are you hung up on this? I don't want to say too much, but like he's hung up on something with the fan base of the first Joker, and it's like he made an anti-sequel.
Oh, that does not sound good.
It's yeah. I don't want to go into detail too much, but
Which is a shame because I still think the first one was like modern masterpiece. It was so well
it was
made. The script was brilliant. The acting was phenomenal.
It's a shame, dude.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like the negativity that surrounded Joker post and pre-release or whatever, it was such a small blip. It was merely because the negativity that it attracted, it had a buzzword attached to it, incel and something else, and it's like, bro, that's not important. Like focus on the people that liked it for the right reasons, And it's like made a movie that kind of flipped off the people that, and it's like the fans of Joker for the right reasons aren't going to be able to like enjoy it all that much because it's like preoccupied direction.
Yeah.
It is what it is,
It's such a shame.
It is a shame. That first Joker.
I still think, and you can just say yes or no, but I thought when I first heard that Lady Gaga was cast as Harley, I thought that was like perfect casting.
Because I did too, a little bit.
So I take it she didn't perform as well as I thought.
It's not a matter of like her performance. It's the direction that they take her character.
Okay.
It's actually not even bad, really. It's just like as a whole, I didn't think that this was necessary at all. And I'll also say this, it did feel as though Gaga was only attached to springboard an album rollout because she's coming out with an album like at the beginning of next year. And here is Joker 2 coming out in the final quarter of 2024.
Yeah, well, I saw her on the Graham Norton show, and she said it inspired her to create music just as a result of the film, not any connection to a studio album. No, it's just for Joker.
No, yeah, definitely. But, coincidentally, right after, the film released and it's getting received, she's like, boom, all right, by the way, I'm dropping an album soon. So it's like, it was one of those. And, dude, yeah, the musical stuff, it doesn't go hard enough, bro. Like, you got Lady Gaga. Why aren't we going all out? Yeah, I didn't get it.
No.
I hope y'all enjoy it more than I do.
I probably won't then. The main reason I was going to enjoy it was because I already knew I liked Joaquin as Joker, but I thought if I saw Lady Gaga as like realistic Harley, it would have been a great thing.
I swear to God, it would have been cool as shit. But
if they didn't utilize her the way they should have, that's already going to ruin the whole thing.
That's such a bummer, dude. Damn, I'm bummed for you guys because it's like my hopes for a sequel weren't really up there anyway, but I knew that some people out there like were really expecting a Joker Harley Quinn movie. And it just turned into Todd Phillips. It's like an extended Twitter thread about here's why you guys missed the point of the first one. All you guys that didn't like it, or all you guys that liked it for the wrong reasons. This is, by the way, fuck you and fuck you. Yeah, it's like, fuck, dude. If you liked it, it does feel like a waste of time. I hate to be that guy.
I know it's divided people. Some people say what you say. Others say it's incredible.
Yeah, but those are the people that are trying to see it from Todd Phillips' point of view and be like, wow, that was a real smart puppet master artsy thing you did there. And I'm just like, that's cool and all. You did your own thing. But it's sort of like with Halloween Ends, it's like, damn, what about the people that really wanted just like a good sequel with what we started with? Why you gotta be different, man? Just satisfy. That's why it's tanking in the box office, is because people are like, bro, why the fuck do I want to show up to a movie that's not gonna make me happy?
See, it's not this movie's nowhere near as important to people, but I've had a similar thing recently with the Borderlands film that came out. No, Sash, I know you don't do games. Corey, I don't know if you've played Borderlands.
I haven't, but I've been curious about watching that movie just because I heard people are like, either it's bad or you like it. I think I might like it a little.
So
I don't know.
I'm on the opposite end of the Joker scale for this film. I was a die-hard Borderlands fan. Me and my mom used to play 2-player. We played all the games. Really big fans. Eli Roth said before filming, it is not based on the game stories. There are characters from the games that will appear in the film. It's based in that world. It's just a different alternative story. Right. When he said that, I went, okay. It's a Borderlands film. It's an alternate story. I like alternate stories sometimes. Sometimes they work out pretty well. I'll give it a go. Film came out and all I saw was 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. No money made on the opening weekend and all this shit. And I was like, damn. And then someone uploaded it to YouTube. And I went, do you know what? I need to know before I spend any money on this physical film. So I watched it. I don't normally do that. I didn't do it for Deadpool Wolverine. I didn't want to do it for Borderlands. But I thought, fuck it, I'll give it a go. And I actually dig it. It's actually really good. And this is from a die-hard fan of the franchise. Because it's exactly what Eli Roth said it was. It's Borderlands characters. It's that world. It's just not the timeline story that the games tell. It's a different story because he didn't want to do a game story. Because then he knew that would piss off fans. So he did an alternate story for the movie. And it still pissed off fans. But it's actually really fucking cool. It's a really good film. Okay, I only have one gripe.
What's your gripe?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I didn't fucking knew it. I knew it. Jamie Lee Curtis.
She is the only issue. And it's because the character she plays, Tannis, right? Now, I know that he was also going for this, the characters are slightly older in the film than they are in the games. Tannis is like late 20s, early 30s in the games. The fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, right? And I love the woman, don't get me wrong, but Jesus, of all the people they could have got, and yet they got the non-gaming woman who really did not fit. And the only reason they cast her is because she had short hair. I'm not joking. That is the only reason, because Tannis has really short hair. So they were like, Jamie Lee Curtis.
And whoever they would have, if it was someone else, they would have given her short hair too.
No, it wasn't natural short hair. Jamie Lee's is natural. She just sticks with the short hair thing.
So that alone gets her the part?
No, it wasn't just that alone. But I mean, like, Kate Blanchett did something cool. Kate Blanchett went and bought a PS5 and she went and bought the whole Borderlands collection and she played 1 through 3 so she could learn a lot about Lilith. Kevin Hart joined her so that he could learn a lot about Roland. Jack Black's already a gamer, so he knew a lot about Borderlands and Claptrap and all this shit. But Jamie Lee was just like, I'll kind of watch someone else play a bit and that will help me learn my character. She didn't feel like Tannis. She didn't look like Tannis. She didn't act like Tannis. I'm not a fan of Kevin Hart because he's always the same guy in everything.
Literally.
But in Borderlands, he's quite a serious soldier because Roland was a serious... He doesn't tell many jokes. He doesn't try to be funny. He tries to be serious. And I actually really liked him in that role. Which is strange because I didn't think I would, but he's really good in it. So I called my mom because she was worse than me. She said, I ain't watching that shit. It looks terrible. They all look old. They all look stupid. I was like, Mom, give it a chance. She goes, no, you're gonna shit on this franchise. And her biggest gripe was Kate Blanchett as Lilith. And then when I called her, I said, right, what do you think? She goes, it's actually not bad. I'm like, yeah. She goes, I've got 3 problems though. And I thought it was going to be the same as mine. I thought it was going to be like Tannis. No. She goes, number 1, you didn't get to loot in any chests. Yep, it's not the game. It's the film. She goes, yeah, but no one looted in any chests. Oh, well, they looked around a bit. She goes, oh, that's not fucking looting. I look around a bit for change. That's not looting. And she goes, second one, no one used the weapons vending machine. I said, yeah, but it's not the game. It's the... Yeah, but they still should use it for ammo and stuff. I said, well, they walked past one. She goes, oh, I walk past the fridge. Doesn't mean I get shit out of it all the time. I'm like, Mum, why are you so angry? And she goes, they didn't even search the poop. I went, what? Because Borderlands, you search the poop for ammo and health, and they didn't do that. I said, so you would have been happier if you had these high-paid celebrities to dig through shit on screen?
100%.
Yes!
I'm with your mom on that. They should have. If that's a thing in the game, they definitely should have had a moment for that.
But she actually liked Lilith, even though she hated the idea of it. And then she goes, no, my favorite character in the film. So, well, there you go. But it's good.
I'll check it out. I think I'll check that out maybe later on tonight. Because if it's fun and it's new, I can sit through new shit. Like,
yeah.
It looks good. It definitely will look good.
It's entertaining.
I just binge watched a lot of films, all starring Regina Hall.
Oh, I love Regina Hall.
Because she's Regina Hall. but some of them had Kevin Hart in them.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I don't find him funny as a comedian. But one of them was the best comedy I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Think Like a Man.
I haven't seen that one.
It's got Regina Hall, Megan Good, Gabrielle Union, Taraji P. Henson. So I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
But it was genuinely funny. It made me laugh, and comedies don't really make me laugh these days.
I've seen this. I think I've seen Think Like a Man too as well. The sequel's not as funny, but it was good.
For me, like the funniest Kevin Hart, like for me, the version of him that makes me laugh the most, for some reason, is Scary Movie 3 and 4. Don't know why. His scenes always make me laugh in those films.
Never got that far into the series.
I like when he showed up in 40-Year-Old Virgin. He shows up for one scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Isn't that like when he's having the argument with?
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back then.
A lot of big words, and because I don't understand them, I'm going to take it as disrespect. Help me out with this version.
I will give credit for that one as well because I forgot that was here.
He's a good cameo guy.
Like, he's good in small doses, but as a main character, he's very him, which is okay for him. But like Jumanji, he's him. He did this film recently with I don't know if it's Regina Hall or not, but it's like he's like a dad or something, or he goes like a camping trip with some kids or some like guys, and he gets attacked by a mountain lion.
That's with Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer.
And I don't like Mark Wahlberg, but I even laughed with Mark Wahlberg in that film. I really don't like Mark.
These guys will like be in anything. I feel like Wahlberg, dude. Oh my god! I was at Terrifier 3 at the theater. I saw a trailer for a Mark Wahlberg movie, and like, bruh, in the middle of the trailer, he takes off his hat and he's fucking bald. So, I mean, like, no offense, my bad, Sasha, but like, no. But it's not the cool way. Like, you got it, man. It's like if you let the hair on the sides of your head grow real long, like your beard.
Right.
It's like that kind of bald.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. He's playing a psycho guy trying to break a prisoner out of a thing. So he's a villain in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It looks good. With Bald Wahlberg. Mark Baldberg.
There's only one. Technically it's him only in one because technically Steve Carell was funny in that one. Only one film I love Mark Wahlberg in, and it's a really serious one called The Lovely Bones.
Oh yeah, he's good.
And he wasn't the first choice for that. We
No.
wanted Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't, because I don't mind Ryan Gosling, but it's the only film I can actually appreciate the fact that Mark Wahlberg can act if he chose to. Like he played a real, yeah. You know, I mean, I still don't forgive my mum for lying to me about that film, because she's the one who recommended it to me. She goes, "Oh, you gotta watch this. It's about this girl who investigates her murder." And I thought, sounds pretty interesting. First half an hour in, I'm already crying.
Yep.
She's asleep. I'm watching this. Oh, fuck me. She woke up and was like, I hate you so much. You've ruined my life. She's like, what? So then she watched it. She went, oh, that's not what the description said on the telly. I was like, but you told me to watch it. It's just like, emotional wreck.
Movie.
Yes, it's such a heart-wrenching movie.
Isn't that with Saoirse Ronan?
Oh,
Or am I wrong? Am I? No, I'm right.
No. You're right. It's just she is such a fantastic actress.
She's gorgeous. She has one of those faces that looks like like an old painting.
Yeah.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, because she literally does. Like if you painted her like I don't know, oil painting or some shit, whatever they would use for those nice old paintings. She just has those features, the lines, the eyes.
I think I've only seen her in a ton.
Eyes.
I don't think I've seen her in anything since then.
Seen I think most films I've seen with her in was Hannah, which was actually surprisingly
I did see
really
that.
interesting. The Host,
Brooklyn?
Bones, City of Ember.
Haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen Bookworm, and I've not seen.
You haven't seen Brooklyn?
Haven't seen Bookworm.
Lady Bird.
About
I haven't seen that one either yet.
That's a good one.
But first two things I saw of them was Lovely Bones, then Hannah. I liked her both those. Really talented. You also had Susan Sarandon, which is. I always find it weird when she's in things now because she looks like that unwanted grandmother that you stopped sending Christmas cards to, yet she bought some herself, put your name in it just so she could feel like you sent her one.
That's so specific.
She just has that look.
I think she's more like Morgan Freeman.
No. Morgan Freeman is a treasure. That man could narrate my life. It wouldn't be worth it, but if he could do it.
I just mean because now he just basically has bit parts in films.
Ooh, I got a fucking movie for y'all. Watch I think it's on YouTube. It's called Hollow Image.
Ooh.
Got a deep cut for you. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Not pull it up on here, but where are we? Here it is. Hollow Image from 1979. It's really good. But notably for, it has an amazing cast of black actors. But Morgan Freeman, he plays a crackhead or a junkie. So early Morgan Freeman junkie role, you got to see it.
Okay.
It's good. The film itself is about this black woman, and she's made it out of the struggle environment that she grew up in, and she sort of had to it explores code switching and what she has to change about her identity in order to navigate a professional world that's still struggling with racial discrimination. And then she goes back to her hometown, and just it really explores I don't know, it just explores that commentary very well. Hollow Image, it's really good.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out.
Freeman's attached to the ending in a big way. I won't spoil it.
I do like Morgan Freeman. You can't not like the guy.
I've noticed something, and it might just be me. Tell me, well, maybe you don't agree, but have you heard Chris Tucker speaking recently? To me, he sounds like Morgan Freeman.
Does he really? Don't nobody know what the words are coming out of your mouth. I don't know what he would say. Chris Tucker. Rush Hour. Morgan Freeman in Rush Hour.
Do you speak the English? I love him. He's me and two guys in a movie store. We got into they were in an argument, and I kind of interrupted. One guy was like, "Oh, Morgan Freeman should narrate my life," and then this other guy was like, "Oh, no, the guy that voiced Timon from Timon and Pumbaa's Lion King, oh, he should narrate my life." I said, "Look, there's only one guy that can really narrate your life that you'll love to hear his voice. Who is Alan Rickman? Imagine that guy. Imagine Alan Rickman narrating your life." Sasha got out of bed this morning.
And to go pick up some mangoes.
He opened his folder of Rihanna's feet.
Rihanna, the picture of a goddess.
He stretched out his sorting hat.
Shine bright like a dime.
Oh, I wish I could hear Rickman say that.
Well, you can now with AI.
No, it's not the same.
He's like, so shine bright.
Oh no. I can...
No, that's cursed. Somebody needs to make that though. That's a wild.
That's Oh no.
Clark Peters, he's got a nice voice. He's got a nice voice.
I don't know who Clark Peters is.
He's an actor. I don't know what you would have seen him in. He does more TV than films.
Let me have a look. Clark.
Ooh, if y'all like, I've been out of the loop with y'all for a minute. If y'all like TV movies, a very rare TV movie got unearthed this past couple months. It's called Playing with Fire. It stars Gary Coleman as a teenage arsonist. It's really crazy.
Oh, jeez.
It's a new film.
No, it's old.
Okay.
From the 80s.
Right.
It lost for a long time, but an old TV recording got, digitized and put on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And that hella rare.
Yeah, just listen to Clark Peters' voice. He's got a.
No, I know who you're talking about now.
He was in a Red Hook Summer, the Spike Lee film. He was in other stuff, but I'm just thinking, what would you know him from? And I don't know.
Well, he's in John Wick. He's in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
He's not in John Wick.
He is in John Wick.
He's not in John Wick.
He is in John Wick.
What's his
He's
name?
not in John Wick.
He's in John Wick.
He's not in John Wick.
He is in John Wick.
He's not in John Wick.
He is in John Wick.
Lance Reddick is in John Wick.
No, I'm on the card. Yeah, I know he is. But I checked up Clark Peters. He plays a guy called Harry.
Yeah, he literally does. Yeah, he does.
He is not in John Wick. He is quite literally in John Wick.
From my memory, he's not in John Wick.
Yeah, from your memory, but your memory is obviously false right now because it says Clark Peters as Harry in John Wick.
There's a lot of characters in those John Wick movies.
That is true. There is a shit ton of people.
I mean, they were both in The Wire together, him and Lance Reddick. But
yeah, it said he was in The Wire as well. Yeah.
I don't remember him being in the first John Wick.
It says he was in the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, just the first one. Plays a guy named Harry.
Yeah.
He's into Five Bloods.
The thing was, you said, "Oh, from memory," but like you genuinely was like, "He is not in John Wick." he was getting angry about it.
He probably showed up because I'm seeing he's like deep in the casting thing on Letterboxd, so it's like he's probably like showed up for a couple scenes.
Yeah, he probably just popped in to say hello.
Yeah, he's like, "Here's the guns, by the way, John Wick. Go get him, John Wick."
I think he's a great actor.
John, I was walking your dog and something happened. It's the start of John Wick 2.
Bro, I binged the fucking all 4 of those John Wick movies across.
I've not
2
seen the
days.
4th yet, but I've seen 1 to 3, and they're fucking amazing.
They're dope. They're
Yeah.
dope. They're long as shit. They're so fucking long, but if you allow yourself to get lost in just like the action of it,
The sequels are 2 hours. The first one's 1 hour 40 minutes.
Do you know what? I really want him to come across 2 people. I want John Wick to come across 2 people. I want him to come across Frank Martin.
Frank Martin from the Transporter.
Yeah. I want John Wick to come across Frank Martin, and I want him to come across Atomic Blonde.
that'd be cool.
That could actually happen. I mean,
But technically, so could Frank Martin.
no, because Atomic Blonde was directed by the co-director of John Wick. He didn't get credit, but
No,
David
but I'm
Lynch-
saying I would like for John Wick's character to come across Frank Martin.
I meant Atomic Blonde. What's my,
Like
as
even
in-
if it's just for a cameo, like
Yeah.
meet in the coffee shop.
I got to watch John Wick now. I really have no memory of Clark Peters being there.
Sasha, guess the runtime on John Wick 4.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I know the runtime. It's 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Shit. Yeah, man, that's correct. It's so long, bro. It's 3 fucking hours, bro. And you got to remember, like, where the story has gone across those 3 movies. It's like a 9-hour dedication to get through the first 4 John Wicks.
It's like trying to watch the Zack Snyder's Justice League in one sitting, which I did, but it was...
Hell yeah, I did. I remember when that released.
No, it's longer. It's more runtime than that, right?
That's like 4 hours.
Yeah, because the third film alone is 3 hours. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers, we actually did a 3-day bender of the extended Lord of the Rings trilogy with no sleep.
God.
That was... Yeah, that was it was a long weekend.
I binged watched Mr. Robot, the TV series. I haven't finished it. I couldn't. It doesn't maintain my interest. I like it, but I can't binge watch it.
I need to try them. See,
Without breaks, it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't engage my. Train of thought. I don't know.
Tight.
Or it didn't.
That's how it be. I tried getting into Twin Peaks, which is such a bummer. I mean, it's good. And not Twin Peaks isn't a bummer, but it's like trying to binge Twin Peaks is, I don't know. It was tough for me. I tried. I need to get back at it because I got a download available for this like fan edit of the Twin Peaks movie or whatever. What is it called?
Work with me.
Yeah, that. And apparently there's like a long fan edit version of it. And a guy was
Oh right, yeah. Well, yeah. Someone's put all the deleted scenes back in.
Yeah. Like I'm curious, but I feel like you need to watch all the Twin Peaks or before you watch that movie. I would assume.
I've not seen any Twin Peaks.
It piques my interest a little bit. It's that piques. It piques my interest. You feel me, twin? It's Lynch.
Me and my partner, we get into this constant discussion quite a lot where she is someone that can only watch maybe 2-3 episodes of a show a day. If you try and push it past that boundary, she'll lose complete interest. Whereas I'm someone who has to binge watch an entire show, even if it means I don't sleep. Like I get so into it, I have to try and end it before I can relax.
Well, I think that depends on the material.
Well, I do that with most shows though. Like I said, Walking Dead. I watched all 11 seasons within the space of like a month and a half, 2 months. Because I watched literally I'd wake up, start Walking Dead, turn it off just before I slept. Woke up, started Walking Dead again. I think it's because I grew up so much with this whole to be continued shit and fortnightly programming. And it done my head in so much having to wait so long for the next episode. And then, you know, with some streaming services now, you get like breaks and shit. And I'm like, nah, just disc in episodes clean through.
I binge
So good
watched
to be
the
able to
whole
just go.
season of the whole 8th season of Curb Your Enthusiasm in one sitting. But they're only
That's
half-hour episodes, and that's very
Yeah.
fast, quick-paced TV. It's the kind of thing, you know, you don't require a lot of thought watching that.
The Wire and Sopranos are the two that I contently binged because I've been missing out on those key moments in pop culture. No regrets there. I fucking love The Sopranos, dude. I swear. I never go back to it, but, you know, it's one of those.
Oh, I see a
I've never
picture of
seen
him,
The Sopranos.
John Wick.
You got to see The Sopranos, dude. It's good. It really is good. Do you like gangster movies, LJ?
No.
Like mafioso, mob movies?
No. Not particularly. I like some, but I'm not a. It's not. It depends on what you mean.
How about this? Do you like character studies of really complicated people that their exterior is tough, but then film peels back layers?
Kind of.
I just watched an interview with Harvey Keitel, and he was saying he makes gangster films. He makes films about people.
Yeah.
And those people have multiple, you know, facets. Mm-hmm. It's not purely just, I'm a gangster.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. It took a while for me to really get into it. I said I watched Scarface, but apparently that's not considered a gangster movie, even though I kind of consider it still is. I like Goodfellas. Goodfellas is all right. Casino's
I remember your review of Goodfellas. I think you were praising it very highly.
Yeah, because it wasn't what I was expecting. Goodfellas had a really good story.
You're gonna love Sopranos then. If you love Goodfellas, I think you'll love Sopranos.
I hope so. I think two of my brothers really love Sopranos.
My dad absolutely fell in love with The Sopranos.
They're such fun episodes to get through, dude. Like it's really well made. It's honestly, like, thinking back on all the TV I've ever seen, I regret not being alive or being in the know when Sopranos was hitting, because those are fucking exciting episodes. Like they do.
I remember seeing the pictures on the bus on the train in New York when I went back to America for The Sopranos season 1.
Wait, when the shit did The Sopranos season 1 come out?
1982.
Fuck.
I'm kidding.
They filmed the pilot in 1997, but it didn't get picked up until 1999.
Mm.
Oh, so I was, what, 4 or 6?
You were.
Yeah, it's about 4 or 6.
Yeah, I was 3.
Well, you were 3. You were 6, depending on if you're going by 97 or 99. I don't know.
No. If I'm going 99, then I'll be 6. If it's 97, then I'd be 4.
So, LJ, you're 31, 32 this
31.
year? 31? So
Yeah.
I turned 30 in exactly 30 days.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, mine was September. I'm gone.
Belated birthday.
Close. Oh, thank you. I'm closer to 32 now.
We lit. We're over here old as shit, man. We're so old.
I know. Fucking feel it. Do you know what? I know I'm getting old. I got excited about a hideaway hangable mop. Right? It's this tiny handheld mop that you can hide into this little stick. It's got like a little removable brush. It's got removable pads for the head that you can change and wash in the wash machine. And I was like, we fucking need this. This shit's awesome. Like, I'm looking at coasters, doilies, fucking rugs.
I don't know why, but that makes me happy.
I imagine you strapping that mop underneath the table and just like pulling it out, surprising intruders with it. People strap shotguns under their table when it's a mop.
I'm even getting a fancy, like a big fancy mop. It's called like the flash power. And it has batteries and it has like a you put the batteries in and it squirts floor cleaner straight out of the mop onto the floor. So you can just, and it's like the most powerful cleaner. So you can just glide across the floor without the big bucket, without the big broom handled mops that you used to have. And you know, you can just squirt the solution, clean the floor, and then it's also got the Velcro removable pads that you can wash in the washing machine, dry them in the tumble dryer, put them back on and clean again. And I'm like, fuck, I love this. This is like, for me, this is like toys as a kid, but as an adult, it's just like, yes, fucking power mop. Yes, and I want to get a handy vac and then a normal vacuum so I can have my handheld vac for like the smaller shit and then the big vac for the room. It's like, yeah. I mean, fucking curtain rings and shit.
On that note, I'm going to end the live stream because I don't know if anyone's interested in this.
Hey,
we'll keep talking, but
there's nothing wrong with elderly people liking house things.
No. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know. Is there an audience for this? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I got a trash receptacle for my bathroom.
Yeah, do you know what? Fucking do.
And I'm very pleased with it.
I've got a little cupboard that I've put in my bathroom under my sink that I can store like toilet roll and toiletries and everything. Like, it's.
I should get some.